Hey guys, it is March 2025, and what is happening now is we're heading into April. It is starting to get wetter, but it's also starting to get warmer. I've stopped dressing in as many layers. What I need to do is this is the time of the year where I'm going to get rid of my vest. My vest carries a lot of my EDC, and we got to figure out what I want to still carry on a day-to-day basis. I find myself wearing this jacket a lot more just because of the rain, although it is not raining at this moment. It's kind of the time of the year where I get into the car in the morning, I turn the seat warmer on, and I put on the heat, and then when I get off work, I'm turning on the AC. So we got to pare down our EDC to fit the weather, but before we do that, let's figure out what I'm carrying today. All right, so we'll start in the jacket. I was wearing the jacket earlier today because it was raining. I have been doing a lot of, chores and working on like sprinklers and some different things. I'm still liking this as a bit driver. Carrying the doohickey here. I put some different bits in there. I got a T25 and a Phillips head there. I'm not loving this thing still, but I feel like I carried it for a couple months. In the main jacket pockets, I got electrical tape. I got plumbing tape. I got a socket tester. I've got some filth and 35 cents. In the other jacket pocket, like I said, I've been doing some sprinkler stuff. I got another tester there. This is that fold out screwdriver by Steelman. I actually kind of like that thing. What else I got? Got just a little tape measure here. All right, and I have something that says "You're a llama fun." So I think while I was wearing this when my wife gave me some kind of Valentine's Day. So going over into the back, I have my dump pocket. I love this pocket because it's off in the back and it doesn't really. I throw a lot of stuff in here and I don't really feel it. I have my ever popular gear ties and zip ties there. I've got a pair of gloves. Those come in handy. I've got, what else? I have, like I said, I've been doing plumbing and electrical seems to be my life right now. And that's all I got in the jacket, I think. Yep. So the jacket is something like as it rains and whatnot, I want to wear this jacket more. But this morning I put on my vest, and I only wore it for about an hour before it was too hot to continue wearing it. So the main thing we got to do is we got to pare down stuff and get it out of the vest. Main thing right away that's in the vest that we need is keys, wallet. I'm actually shooting this video with my phone, but that's where that would be. And then let's see, I've got a first aid kit. In the first aid kit, I'm still carrying some bits. This is a little scalpel, some super glue, and then just some Band-Aids and things of that nature. So close that back up. Again, I carry the hard shell first aid kit just because the super glue and whatnot. Swiss Army knife there. I've got a paint sample. We were doing some paint, so I needed to match a color there. Let's see. I've got a screw. Well, it looks like an outlet screw. All right, over here, I've got a name badge and an ID. Got a small zip tie. That's everything there. Oh, I've got my dump knife with Marlin spike there. Going up to my top pocket. Got my Olight pry bar. Got my Streamlight. Got just a normal pen. I've got another one of these. So you see I had one in the jacket, had one in the vest. So I obviously do not need to carry two of those things. Coming over into my other pocket here, same kind of thing. More electrical tape, phone charger, eye drops. I think this is just all pills. pills, Tylenol, Dayquil, random stuff like that. What else do we have in here? Pill wrapper. All right, going inside the vest, inside pocket here, I've got my Sparrow, my lock picks. I'm carrying a lot of different things. I also have a tweezer in there. I'll probably pare this down pretty significantly because I do like to have lock picks on me, but I don't need all the extra tools and bypass equipment. Knife sharpener. Oh, I did get a better like EDC pen. This is a little bolt action pen. That's kind of cool. Trapper knife. The other inside pocket. Hey, another thing of zip ties. Cold steel. The Sharky there. Got my little Cobra pliers there. I believe. Got some rope. Got Boondock Saints, I guess. I believe that is all the pockets in the vest. So I don't want to have the vest anymore. It's kind of over vest weather. So that's our big job today, is to kind of pare down some of this stuff. The vest needs to be laundered anyway, so that's good. Coming into my jeans. I'm not wearing boots today, so I don't have a boot knife. I'm just wearing some regular shoes here. Oh geez, I never carry one of these, but actually been finding this little guy from Milwaukee kind of useful. So I am carrying one of these. I just gave one of those to my mom, oddly, as well. I've got a Cold Steel, my Recon 1 Tonto there. I got my Fox knives, Karambit. I kind of always carry those on the right. I got nothing else in the pocket except some trash. Let's see, going in, I've got a single mag carrier for my Paraordnance 1911 Slim Hog there. And that is it. So that's what our job is today, is to pare this down. So that's the main thing that we're doing. This vest, it's great. It's like a fisherman style vest. It's got these pockets, and then it's got, you know, some pockets on the inside too. And it's it's kind of like this quilted material. It's very nice. It's very warm. Basically it comes on sometime late November maybe, and then December, January, February, man, I'm rocking that every single day because it's so cold. But now as the weather changes, I find that I start taking it off, but it's still wet, it's still rainy, so I use that Milwaukee jacket when I'm working around outside and whatnot. So we'll keep some stuff in the Milwaukee jacket, but the rest of the stuff, some of it is duplicates. I'm in Oregon, a lot of changes in the weather and things like that necessitate a lot of layers. So I carry some redundant stuff. I think you saw that in the pocket dump. So I don't need the redundancy if I'm not wearing as many layers. Some stuff is going to go into, I've got a couple different things that I keep. I keep this little guy in my car. And most of the time that's where I'm at. I've got, some stuff in here already, but we'll actually put some stuff in here because that way it's with me. But if I don't need it immediately, it can just kind of stay in here. The other thing that I have is I have a fanny pack that I'll put other stuff in on this. I've got, some keys and stuff in there currently. But what I do with this is I'll keep this also kind of in my car in another bag. And then if I need to have access to things like this, I'll just throw this on or throw it on like a sling to carry around with me. In the car, what I do is I just throw over my seat my bag of holding. Among other things, I teach, so I go into the college a lot, so I have my laptop and different things in here, but I don't mind carrying some stuff in there. School campus, rules, things, can't have knives and guns and stuff like that, obviously. So more just kind of tool stuff, handy stuff that I need. So those are where we're gonna put some of this stuff, and then some of the stuff will just go into, I've got like kind of an EDC tub that'll go for next year when it gets colder. What usually happens is I find that I need something, and I get it and I put it in, and then it never comes out until I do a big breakdown like this. So let's kind of look at what we've got and kind of break it into, you know, some categories of what we need, and we'll start paring it down. All right, our mission is really to pare down all of this stuff to make it where I can, you know, comfortably carry. And what we're going to do is we're going to divide everything into 4 groups. The first group is going to be stuff that I need every single day, no questions asked, has to be on my person. Wallet, keys, conceal. I put my karambit in there. I just need that to self-defense wise. And then my Recon One Tonto is my knife of choice for EDC. We might end up putting some other stuff into that pile, kind of based on, you know, some things like I'm thinking about pen, I'm thinking about eye drops, thinking about, you know, some different stuff, but we're going to start right there from right now. The next one would be things that I would like to have on my person or extremely close by at all times, regardless of where I am. I'm at work, I'm at home, I'm on the farm, I'm at Tractor Supply picking up food for the dog. I think a first aid kit is super handy. Thing that really comes to mind is my little plier here. I use that a lot. Multi tool that I prefer is this Swiss Army knife, so we're gonna grab that one. I throw the Streamlight in there, so, you know, apart from having, you know, that extra bright self-defense application, just having a flashlight, super handy. I do have a smaller one, the Baton O-Light, that I might, you know, consider changing that out for, just on terms of size. I'm going to put lockpicks in there. I find all sorts of uses for these all the time, but I might pare down this kit to be a smaller kit. I do have one that fits in my wallet that is credit card size, and I think that is probably, you know, I'm going to throw eye drops in there as well, and we'll say pills, you know. And again, those don't necessarily, I just need them close by. So they might be in my car bag, but I need them handy. The next thing that we will do is we'll do category 3, which is something that we would say I need it, but at particular locations. So if it's only makes sense at work, only makes sense at home on the, you know, or on the farm or whatever, what is that stuff? College IDs, they can go in my messenger bag that I'm now carrying in and out of the building. That makes sense that they can go in there with my laptop. That's where I need that stuff. Let's see, I would say zip ties, very handy for doing work around the farm. I'd probably say gloves are in that vein as well. Every now and then I just need gloves for something. Let's see. You know, the other kind of, like, you know, if I'm going to the dump, so having that Marlin spiker around, you know, a screwdriver, this one, I think this one, you know, kind of makes sense as that. And now we're looking at what we have left, and what we need to figure out is, should it go into one of these categories or should it go into category 4, which is, it was nice while I had the space, but right now I don't have the space, so I can put it back in a toolbox or in the shop or something where I just have to walk over to get it, and that's not a big deal. So things that were just kind of in my pocket because of what I was doing and they never found their way out, is really the plumbing and electrical kind of tools here. I do think tape is handy, but I don't need it redundant, so we'll say situational on the tape. That is leaving us with some kind of obvious trash. 35 cents we'll just throw in my wallet. Pills, we will throw in with pills. Let's see, so what do we got? We got a tape measure. A tape measure is one of those things that I have all over the place, but it's really annoying if you need a quick measurement, and this does not take up much space, so I feel like that could go in my jacket. Let's see here. The ratcheting little things, the doohickey, I have not found to be super useful, so we'll category for it. This comes in handy, and it actually works well with the first aid kit, so we'll keep one there. I really don't, mind carrying a spare magazine, although I do, not carry it all the time. Just kind of depends on how I feel in the morning, if I'm honest. So we'll put that over here. This little bit of rope, I think, was just wrapped around in these zip ties. So we'll just kind of put that back with them. What do we got left? We got some pens. I think having a pen is nice. We're gonna put one there. I've got this one here. It can end up in the messenger bag. So now we're ending up here. These are things. A small screw Valentine Day thing. This is funny because it has someone else's name on it. I got that out of that TSA lot, and I just started carrying it around, and I didn't hate it, so it was just staying with me. But it's not something that, realistically, everything I've said about utility knives in the past, I believe, I don't feel like I really need it. It'll go back in a toolbox. This tiny zip tie can go in with these zip ties there. So that leaves us a phone cord. The phone cord is pretty small, so we're going to put it there. The pry bar, I would say, is the next most useful thing that I have on the table here. If we could have a pry bar close by, I think that's worthwhile. I love these little trapper knives. We're going to do that there. Knife sharpener, super situational. And then the Sharky is really one of those things that it's great when I have the space, but I'm not too concerned about it otherwise. I am going to keep this little outlet screw because those are kind of handy. But the obvious trash, we will throw in the obvious trash. All right. So now we've got everything pared down, and we've got it in my car bag. This hangs just over the back of my seat there. I take certain stuff out when I go into certain work environments, but most of the time, most of the stuff is just staying in there. This is my EDC toolkit. So if I need to do something, this is in my car. It has all the basic little stuff that we talked about that I want around, but not necessarily on my person. So that's a quick grab. And then if I am going somewhere where, I'm going to be wanting that stuff, I carry the messenger bag, easy peasy. And then if I don't want to take the whole bag, this is just the little go kit. That is that fanny pack or sling kit that just has, some other different stuff in there. We'll go through these maybe next month because this video is already getting a little bit long. And it has started to rain again, which is great because now I've got my jacket fitted with the stuff I need to go do my chores here. And I'll just roll around with the jacket now. The vest is going to be retired until next November. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do one of these pocket dumps every month just to kind of show you what I'm carrying and kind of the thought process behind it. Again, as the weather changes and as you start wearing different stuff, I think it makes more sense to, change how you're carrying, not necessarily what you're carrying, but sometimes what you're carrying as well. So like, subscribe, post some comments, and we'll see you in a month.